Alright, we are back with a trading video. Man, crazy thing is, I was recording live and I had to go to work. I was too mad. But I saw a setup earlier for the day. Hold up, gotta peel my orange real quick while I talk. I saw a setup earlier, like New York session, like around 8 o'clock. Then I got obliterated by news. Luckily, I didn't enter that position because I was just about to enter, and news came out, and everybody know how to trade on news is like horrible. It was horrible. All right, let's get down. Get down to business. Okay, so for today, trade recap. GU buy, and the reason why I did do this buy was because, damn, do y'all see this shit? This is what I was talking about. I was going to enter on a position. I think it was UJ on a buy, and that shit did that. I was like, well, my bias was incorrect. I mean, like, my bias was definitely incorrect. It was like shattered incorrect. But forget that. Forget that. All right. Going into the day, we had great news, like I said. Like, really good news. News on London session and New York session. What I was waiting for was the New York session news at 9:45. I was like, I'm going to wait until the market shows me like where does it want to go, what does it want to do for today. So I waited 9:45. No setup. I did see a setup, but it got invalidated by the news. Literally got just obliterated. That bearishness came out and it just obliterated the news. Then we had news at 10 o'clock. I mean, it wasn't news. But this is that news candle right there, that 9:45 candle right there. And everything. Well, overall on dollar, we are bearish. Like, overall, we are bearish with hourly P rates are getting respected right here with overlapping with a breaker and the order block. Like, we were just getting respected to the downside. And we had this great 1 hour P rate that we traded back into. And when you go down to the 5 minute here, you can really see it right there. Consolidate and then show its move as soon as news drop. As soon as news drop, it literally did that and then recuperated over. It did that. So pretty much I was bullish on GU. I'm just waiting on it. 9:45 happened right around here. This is a 9:45 move, honestly. This was the move right here. 9:45 move. It was a big move. So really didn't catch that move. Came in later on New York session around 1 p.m. I started seeing like 1 hour fair value gaps getting respected right here with that 9:45 right here. Had that one P right here. Also the order block right here. And then we had another 1 hour P right here. This is where I started looking to the market at right around here when I was at work. I had to burp, couldn't even get it out. Pause. So coming to this 1 hour P right here, right there. Off coming to there, we created multiple things that I like to see. First of all, we created a 5 minute P right here that I never got in on because I was on the way to work right here. And go down to the 1 minute. This is what I was trading off of, the 1 minute right here. Fast forward. Missed that Peter right there. Fast forward. Actually, it was the 5 minute. Definitely tweaking now. Oh, we had the 5 minute Peter ST. I had everything written down in my journal. Should just open that. Okay, right here. This is where we're at. This is where we are at right now. So I got involved off of it's multiple things here. Multiple things right here. So When we created this fair value gap right here, I was like, okay, I'm gonna place a limit buy right there. If we come down to this fair value gap, this 1 minute fair value gap, and also if we do by any chance create another fair value gap, I'll just get in half my position there. So that's why I have two two things right here, two bar charts. So I entered in half my position right here. No, actually right here with that overlapping part. And also I entered in the rest of my position right here. And my total stop was right here below these lows right here. So when we traded back into that original fair value gap, I would have made a lot more if I would have just waited. And that's what I've been wanting to do, just wait for that great setup, that perfect setup. And nothing's always gonna be perfect and everything like that, but this is what I wanted to do right here. I just wanted to catch the setup right here. Have my stop. Normally I have my stop like at the counters lows. I'm like, nah, let me just cover the low right here. That's my final low right here. Let me see real quick. Gotta get my journal. Yeah, so gain on account was a 1.71% gain on account of one trade. That's pretty good for me because I always try to go for a 1% gain a week, which is 4% over the month. And you're thinking like, okay, 4% for 1 month. That's not a lot. That's not It's horrible. That's a little amount of money. But once you get to use to trading, once you start trading a lot, if you just take a 200K account, times that by 4%, made 8 bands in a month. 8 bands from one setup a week. 8 bands. $8,000. You do that for the rest of the year. Say for instance you do that every single month for the whole year. You made $96,000 off 8 bands with one trade. And that's what I try to go for, honestly. Try to go for that. 1% a week, 4% a month, every single month. That's it. It could be 3% in 1 week, and then the next week it could be 1%. I got flies. It could be 3% in 1 week, and then the next week was 1%, and I'll be done. I'll be done for the month. That's 4%. After that, I'm just looking over the charts, or I might just de-risk my size because that euphoria state when you feeling like, man, you're on top of the world. Like last week when I had that what percent? How much percent was that? I forgot. Let me see. I didn't even write it down either. But I was over leveraged on the trade that I took, and it was let me just do the math real quick. It was 2 times 5. Yeah, it was 5.6% gain on the account. I didn't trade the next day because I knew like I was gonna be in that euphoria state where it's like, oh yeah, man, I'm going for a long trade. I'm going for the best trade now. With this trade right here, I might not even trade tomorrow, honestly, unless I'm just in that good state of mind where I know that if the market does not have what I want, I'm not gonna force it. And today the market had exactly what I wanted, and it was a perfect. It wasn't a perfect setup. I could have waited a bit and got more out of my risk to reward right here. Because one of the trades hit a 1-3, and the other one just hit a 2-1 right here. So I was just happy with the profit that I made and everything like that. Like this was a great trade. What I could have did better was just waited on my two limit orders to take me put me in right here, have my stop right there below low, and just waited for the market to play its part. and it played its part correctly, which I did like. Honestly, we did disrespect this 1 minute fair value gap, but came back down, never swept these lows, never came close to these lows, and started moving price higher. And then also we had this 1 minute fair value gap that held. I thought it was gonna get wicked into, and I was gonna scale back in more if we got wicked into that. But no, it just a good setup, honestly, good setup in my opinion. And right here, this is where I want to start taking trades at right here. Let me just move this out the way. Matter of fact, let me just move it up, overlap it with this. So this is where I want to start taking trades at right here. So basically, what do we have here? We have a 1 minute fair value, 1 minute fair value gap right here, overlapping with an order block right here. Got a lot of stuff in the way. Let me move that. Move that. Or this is where, if I was more patient, I could have called a setup just like this right here, where we had a 1 minute fair value gap right here, 1 minute large fair value gap right here. That is clearly a draw of liquidity right here for the 1 minute. And only thing the market likes to do is seek liquidity and seek fair value gap, and seek imbalance or whatever you want to call it, to fit your boat. But we have 1 minute fair value gap right here, also overlapping with a order block right here, also overlapping with the breaker right here. So very much this is a very, very high setup right here that you could have took, that I should have took, but I wasn't impatient. I just knew that the drawn liquidity was close. Like, this is the drawn liquidity right here. So I already knew, like, bro, these flies. The drawn liquidity was close. So I'm like, okay, I just need to get active on the trade and just, hold my stops. Or I could have just taken the trade right here, holding it until that high right there, which would have gave me a 1 to almost 3, 1 to 2.95. And, bye-bye right there. Stop below this low. TP is right here. And beautifully, like, it hit TP beautifully right there. And I knew the draw on liquidity was close. Like, that swing high up there, and eventually that hit right about. Hold on, let me just exit off this. Right there. As soon as it hit, it just crashed down. Like, it literally respected that. It hit that premium, and I was going for a discount right there. And you could take a trade off that right there, just in a discount. But I was fine for the day. Like, I was perfectly fine with the percent gain I made. Like I said, I made 1% on the first trade. So normally I'll just hit 1% a week and then be done for the chart for the week. And excuse me, that's a great trade habit. Just get the money that you made in the market and leave it alone. Like, don't go back in the market. Don't risk more profit. Don't do none of that. That's what I like to do. I like to get my money, leave the market. Don't overtrade. I used to overtrade. I used to over leverage, like, a lot. Like, I'm risking like 70% of the account on a trade just to hit a 1-to-1, and be risking way more. Like, I'd be, say for instance, if I'm trying to make $100 and I risk like $70 just to make that. Like, I'm talking about horrible risk rewards. It was just horrible for me back then. And I remember I lost a funded account a challenge in one day. No, not in one day, in like 2 hours, bro. I didn't know what I was doing, bro. I was like, man, I lost the trade. Hold on. I think I see the setup again. Let me go for it again. Lost it again. I think I see it again. Let me just trust it for again. Lost again. I'm like, now I'm at the point, if I miss this trade, it's all or nothing. It's all full port, lose, lost the trade, boom, money's gone, everything's gone, waste of time, and it was just horrible, bro. It was bad, man. It was bad. And then I had some funny accounts where I was finna pass it. I just needed like a 1-to-1. A 1-to-1 would have made me pass the count, and I missed the 1-to-1. I got stopped out, break even, and I tried to I was using the same risk. Like I was using the same risk. I was probably risking what 2%, 2%, 2%, and it kept chipping away at the profit I kept getting. And at that point, I was at max daily loss because I traded like two times that day. And normally, I normally only trade once, but I was like, man, I see the setup. Let me just go for it. Wasn't there. Wasn't there, bro. It stopped me out and lost the account. But yeah, man. Um, just long journey for me. Long journey of trading. Just psychology. Bro, I can't even talk. Can't even talk right now. Psychology wise and mentally and emotionally and everything like that. It's just been long journey with trading. It's a crazy thing to do when you first start out. When I first started out, I was making like $10 and stuff like that, a lot of money. And I'm thinking like, oh, this is easy. This is too easy. And then like the more you learn, the more you find out about it, it's just like, okay, I need this to work, I need this to align. If it doesn't align, I'm not gonna take a trade. And sometimes you just gotta sit here in front of your computer or your monitor and just be fine with not taking a trade because that's where I'm at right now. If I don't see my setup, I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna load another pair. That's what I used to do. I used to be trading like 12 pairs. If I didn't see it on GU or UJ, I go to like EU or like a cross pair, like E NEU or something like that or whatever. I just be cross pairing it, and it'd be horrible for me because I've noticed I've noticed like all the good traders they probably only trade like what two pairs. Like this is how I found it out. I always like when I buy a Funday account challenge or I always check the leaderboard. I check the leaderboard, and I just because some of the leaderboards they show you like what they trade, what time, how many lots, how many setups, and everything like that. So I'm checking that. I'm like, this guy has taken all his trades on gold. This guy has only taken all his trades on EU. This guy right here only trades GJ. Only trades GJ, and he's passing all these accounts. I'm just going over all these accounts that's passing all these challenges. I'm like, bro, these guys are not trading like 8 pairs, 12 pairs. They're trading one pair to two pairs, and that's it. And they're having like small losses. Like I'm talking about a guy had I think a 5% gain on the account, stopped trading, had a minus of a 0.5% loss, stopped trading, and then came back and did a 10% gain on his account. Like these guys were like animals, man. Like these guys were like real talk traders. Like they're trading two pairs to one pair, two pairs max, and one pair at the least. You got to trade a pair, but these guys were like and that's what I learned. I'm like, if these guys are trading perfectly fine and making a lot of money, only trading two pairs, then I can do that. Like I can literally do that, and that's what I did. Like I went from trading 8 to 12 pairs to only trading two pairs, GU and UJ. That's all I trade. I don't look at NAS. I don't look at I don't look at S&P. I don't look at the futures. I don't look at none of that. I don't look at EU. I don't care. Like that's one thing I don't do. Like it's just I've set rules for myself and I'll follow these because I know that as soon as I go to another pair, it's like okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Boom, no, because like you got to build up that confidence. You got to build up all that knowledge of that pair. Like you got to know how that pair moves, how it reacts to news, how it does this stuff. That's what I like. I like to know like all that stuff. Like how does G react to news? How what when it's 12 o'clock at night, or when it's 1 p.m., or when it's 8 o'clock? What's going to happen with GU, or what's most likely to happen? It's not that I have to exactly know the exact move. Like I just have to know a few things about it, and then boom, I'm ready to go. But with trade another pair that I'm just now knowing, like NU or EU, I don't know that stuff. Like I don't know how fast they move. I don't know if it's a slow forex or slow pair. It's just fast. I don't know because I haven't did my research about it. I haven't been trading it long enough to know that stuff. And that's the thing. Some of the new traders got to do. You know, get a good mentor, Definitely, I watch ICT. Watch the guys like that. Don't watch the guys that's flexing Lambos, all that stupid stuff. Don't watch the guys that's I made with this new forex strategy. I made $10,000. Don't watch that stuff, bro. Watch the guys that's like ICT. Never reflects about how much money he makes. Never does all that crazy stuff. Never post a video day in the life of a millionaire trader. Any guys like that, don't. What's the point of even watching it anyway? I never saw the point of watching day in the life of a millionaire trader. You're just gonna record yourself doing this, 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 this. That's it. What knowledge do I benefit from watching you? What do I benefit from watching that? Nothing. Just to see you say, "Oh yeah, I make this much and I flex and this is this. That's easy. Lost 10 grand, but I'm okay." I mean, like I never got the point. I never will understood it. Like I never will understand like people, day in the life of this, day in the life of this. I don't understand the day in the life. Show me some knowledge on your charts. Show me P&L. Show me all that stuff. Show me like your strategy. Show me hours of you back testing. Like just turn on your computer, turn your camera. Don't say nothing. Start back testing. Start back testing your strategy. Live back testing. That's what I want to see from YouTubers and stuff like that. But most of them they won't do that. Most of them won't do it. None of that stuff. They keep making day in the life videos. I mean, I don't really care. Shit has nothing to do with me because I don't pay attention to it. I see it on YouTube. I'm like, all right. Let's get to the charts. Got a back test today. Gotta, find out what's up, man. Just gotta tweak a strategy. And that's what I've learned to do. Cancel out all the noise out there and then just focus on your trading style and just you. Don't tell nobody trade. Don't let everybody know. Just focus on that. I was like that. I was like that when I first started. Focus on. I was posting all the stuff on Instagram, posting everything. Thinking people, will respect me more, like me after high school and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's only you in the charts. Literally, it's only you in the charts. Can't blame your friend on why you lost 10 bands. Can't blame your mom on why you lost 10 bands. It's your fault. You click buy, you click sell, and you gotta leave with that bet at the end of the night. And for me, I want success. I don't party, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that. Sit at the house, work. This is what I do. I'll go to the gym, work, trade, back test. That's it. And play sand volleyball occasionally on Thursdays. But besides that, man, that's it. That's it, bro. You gotta be locked in with trading because the more you put in, the more you get out, basically, with this stuff. And that's a no layup load. That's a little bit for me. The more you put in, the more you get out of anything in life. And with trading is one of those. Not really. The more you put, you got to put in a lot more, and then a little bit more, and then you'll be there in 3 to 4, 5 years. Don't think of it like a get rich quick scheme, but a little bit of talking after the trade setup. Let's go over what do we have planned for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow. Let's go over the dollar. All right, so the craziest thing is that on the dollar. Okay, there we go. I was like, where's my stuff at? All right, on the dollar. The crazy thing is disrespecting this monthly so far, just disrespecting it. We already know that. And on the weekly, we've come into a weekly P-to-A, finally. We've come into a weekly P-to-A, which we continue higher off of, seeking out buy-side liquidity on these weekly highs right here and right here. So that's what I want to see probably by Wednesday and Thursday. We still got these. And on the daily right now, we have not shown anything great yet besides this daily fair value gap looks to be forming. But we are coming into a weekly P-to-A right here, so that's why we've been consolidating for a little bit. But for our wise, we did. This is that news candle and stuff like that. But for our wise, we are looking great right now out of this weekly P-to-A. We have been not showing like very bearishness. stuff. So what I like to see, we are showing respect on these bearish fair gaps right here. Don't like to see that. Want to see some disrespect starting to happen right about now after sweeping sell side liquidity. Can't. Okay. Sell side liquidity here and here. Looks like we're going to respect that discount rate and we're going to be moving higher. Honestly, I want to see these highs probably get swept. Not these highs, like those highs all the way up there, but we do have a lot of news tomorrow, so we might get a great chance to. Let me see what type of news we got tomorrow. Yeah, we got 8:30 news. We'll see what it's like tomorrow. And I want to try to see it sweep out some highs right here and fill up this entire imbalance that it made right here. The 15 minutes to the hour to the 4 hour. Honestly, after sweeping out those lows. All right. For UJ, we are still at all-time highs as of, this entire month. Weekly, we have not created anything to go higher off of the weekly besides this weekly Peter right here. Got waked into on April the 1st. We have been continuing higher off of that, and we have been respecting daily Peter rates to continue higher off of, and another one right here. This one has already took out its target. 4 hour, we're looking pretty much choppy right now. We always look like this when we have a big news day the next day or the week. Like if we have a CPI, we have FOMC, anything like that, which I think we're going to be saving. I think we're going to be having a great big news day on Thursday. Because this looks, this is unemployment. Oh, yeah, unemployment claims. Yeah, this is going to be a big day on Thursday. So I might not trade tomorrow. I don't know. Just going to see. Right now for UJ, I am bullish overall. Sweeping out buy side liquidity here. We already saw about this high right here, so we might get a little bit of move down and then sweep it out again. I've created this 15-minute PDR right here to sweep this high. So right now, overall bullish on UJ. Now GU. This is crazy, man. This is the craziest thing ever. That monthly PDR rate we have been disrespecting. Now we're showing great signs of respect right now. But we still have been coming off of weekly bearishness trends and weekly bearishness PDRAs right here and right here. I feel like it's just setting up just to get traded back into that weekly PDRA right here to continue lower off of and filling up this entire monthly PDRA. And we do have sell side liquidity down here. So I would like for that to get filled in, honestly. Yeah, we're going to be going lower. That's my prediction. We're going to go lower. Unless I start getting bullish intense. As soon as I start getting bullish intense, then I'll swap my buys and then, lock in for next trade. We have traded back into a 4-hour PDRA right here. That side liquidity has been taken. After taking that, we did move up a little bit, creating a 15-minute PDRA. Took out buy side liquidity there, and now we are heading back downward. For what? So might see some. We already got the expansion phase of a fair value gap to continue higher, but I want to see some disrespect. Honestly, no, because if we want to go lower, we should have went lower right here, and clearly we did not want to go lower, so we might be going higher now that I think about it. Might be going higher. We probably have to wait until tomorrow to really know a great estimate of where we're going to go from where, lower or higher bias wise. But I think that's going to be it for this video. Kind of long video. Damn, 30 minutes. Sheesh. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. And all right, adios.